They make sex. Hello, baby.
Just a snake.
Africa with cobras and mambas. Are you? There we go. How many people think snakes smell with their tongues?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do.
Yes.
In a sense.
Yeah. Right?
Taste.
Okay. What do you do with your
Taste.
tongue?
They taste it.
What do you do with your tongue?
Taste.
Exactly. They don't smell with their tongues.
Taste.
Okay, they taste. Exactly the same. They don't smell with their tongues. We don't smell with our tongues. They don't smell with their tongues. Okay?
Taste like atmosphere.
Yeah. They pick up air particles. Yep. Exactly the same as us. Okay? And if you had to look on the inside of the mouth, on the top there's two little holes. So when they pick up the particles, that little tongue goes back inside the mouth, and each little tip goes inside those two little holes.
Now it doesn't have the other one.
It's a mamba.
Whoa.
Looks like a mamba.
Yeah, most people don't know much about snakes, but the minute it does this,
Oh, okay.
Whoa, wait.
okay, you know that it's a cobra.
Yeah.
Now, people say to me, oh, look at that aggression. I don't think so.
That is so
I just think it's so damn good advertising.
cool.
Okay? You might not know much about snakes, but the minute it rears up and spreads the hood, you know that it's a cobra.
Yeah.
That one is not as speaking out.
No. No. This is a snouted cobra. If this little guy bites you without medical treatment, you've got about 6 hours. Okay? It's a neurotoxic venom, exactly the same as that of a mamba. And that's what eventually what that does is it attacks your central nervous system. Eventually that paralyzes your diaphragm and you die of respiratory failure. So it's very, very fast, very, very effective. What do you do if you see a snake? Stand still. Snakes do not strike at stationary objects. I can put this little guy on my legs. Okay, you're going to do absolutely nothing to me.
You are like a treat for him.
Exactly. Right. So that's what you do. When you see a snake, you stand still.
Even a mamba.
Even a mamba. A mamba is a snake, like any other snake.
That is stories about the mamba.
Yes, stories. Okay. If I want to know about religion, I go to a priest, I go to a shaman, I go to something, right? If I want to know about snakes, come to me. Or a car, go to a mechanic. Exactly the same.
How can I chase you?
But yeah, incidentally, another fallacy. How many people believe that snakes can dislocate their jaws? You often hear that on television. They can't dislocate their jaws. Okay. What they do have, however, is the bottom left and right jawbone is not fused at the front like ours. It's got a ligament that connects the two. That allows the mouth to stretch to the sides. The bones inside the skull here also not fused, loosely connected with ligaments. So that's what allows that head to stretch. If you want to see the size of food that a snake eats, you look at the width of the head, multiply that by 3, and that's what the animal is able to swallow. Okay? If they could dislocate their jaws, you would do that right down the line. Now I'm holding the tail for a very, very good reason. You see a little hole there? Okay, it's known as a cloaca. Okay, that's where the reproductive organs are, and that's where they defecate from. And exactly the same as a human, if they get a fright, they poo themselves. And the reason being, well, if I was a predator and I had to pick him up, if he poos, I get that not so nice taste in my mouth. I spit him out. He gets another crack at survival. Okay? And you said male or female. The only way of telling the difference between a male and a female, you need to insert a probe into the cloaca towards the tail end. If it doesn't go past the second caudal scale, it's a female. If it goes as far as the fourth caudal scale, it's a male. That's the only way you're going to tell the difference. When people say, oh, what about boomslangs? Males are green. Absolute rubbish. Okay? There's no color differentiation between male and female. Alright. Okay. Now, another thing which they do sometimes, if they feel threatened, they'll go absolutely limp. They'll play dead. Okay, so please don't pick up a dead snake. Okay? Very, very good reasons why they do that. Okay, in nature, 90% of the time, animals will not eat dead. Okay, and see them for what they are. Okay, and not think of them to be as malicious beasts that just want to bite you the whole time.
Four.
Please don't do what I do.
I don't want to go in the box. So I don't like that box.
She don't like the
I
box.
don't like the box.
She doesn't want to go.
Small head.
Doesn't try get home.
Relax.
She like.
Relax. Peanut.
Doesn't constrict on you, so she was like it.
No. And it's not going to constrict unless I restrict it, unless it feels threatened. Otherwise, it's not. But extremely, extremely strong. This little guy here, strength-wise, probably equivalent to about 14 men. Okay, if it decided to start constricting me right now, there'd be absolutely nothing you could do. You would not be able to pull it off. It's that strong. I did a test with my 5-meter retic. We got a duck and we put pressure bags around the duck. The pressure that he was exerting on that animal would be the same as placing a school bus on your chest over a 10 centimeter square area. I mean, whenever I take out cobras, mambas and all those sort of things, nobody wants to touch it.
Wrinkles. Rattlesnake.
It moves. Come here to see.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a bullfrog.
That's a bullfrog.
They eat most things, I guess.
Pretty much anything that they can fit in their mouth. I actually one day thought I'd be brave. I forgot to bring these with me. I'll just dangle it and he's got finger. And I said to Rick, I honestly thought he was going to eat me because he got up to about here and every time he'd release and I'd go to pull back, he'd gulp and he'd get a little bit further up. And I was like, really? How far can he go? Very hungry today, sweetie.